Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today I'll be talking about another Super Mecha Champion Mecha. And today's mecha will be called Ranger. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, first of all, let's talk about this mecha's ability. Okay, so the thing about this mecha is it has a very fast primary attack, and for some reason, it is not shown here. I do not know why. They must need to fix this. Now, as for this one is called the plasma bomb. This plasma bomb has a cooldown of 10 seconds. It is a secondary weapon. This one is a tactical as in its dash capability. Okay, so this is the tactical weapon, and this one is a normal jump which has a fuel consumption of 25, and the maximum fuel here is 100, and this is basically transformation. Basically, this mecha can transform into a car. Now, as for the basic durability of this mecha is 2300 with a shield of 600 and a total fuel of 100. So that's that or total thing of this mecha. Now, as for the module of this mecha, I will be explaining the module in the training section. Sorry, in the training ground. Okay, and as for the mods, this is the mod which I have given, which is reload 4x. Okay, so this is 4x reload. See, reload, all of them are reload. Now, why did I give reload? Because the more the faster your reload is, the better it is gonna be in defeating enemy mechas, because reload is the only thing, whereas let's say the enemy has only few more health left, and if that mecha were to planning on running away, then if you need to reload at that time, obviously that is gonna be a problem. Now, because this mecha is already fast, giving it double movement doesn't actually count as a very good option, which is why I have given this mecha as 2 shield. Okay, enhanced shield and augment shield. Okay, and from that I have gotten total 12% less reload time. Okay, which is good. Basically speaking, my mecha now can reload a little bit faster, and for the shield it's 4% has been gained. Okay, now as for the module, before talking about the module, let me show you my tier list. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the tier list which I have made: movement and survivability. Now, in terms of movement, the movement capability of this mecha, like can it reach from platform 1 to platform 3 easily or not? Yes, this mecha can move from platform 1 to platform 3 easier, like to higher buildings. But here's the thing: in order for this mecha to do that, this mecha is a Rook class mecha, which is why these mechas are basically gonna be need to be near a building to do that. But the thing is, this mecha is a pseudo queen class mecha. What do I mean by pseudo queen class mecha? I'll be talking about that in the training ground. Okay, now let's talk about the survivability, because this mecha has a very fast running away capability. Like if you were to compare all of the other mecha's capability of running away from the battlefield, then no other mecha is actually better than this hit and run mecha, as known as the Ranger. Okay, like that much fast this mecha is. So if you are planning on using Ranger and running away in the battlefield as much as possible, then Ranger is a very good option. Now, for the core modules, or let's say modules, yeah, for the modules, let's go to the training ground to actually talk about them. Okay, now let's talk about core 1 and core 2. So as you can see here, this core 1, here it is, 100% secondary weapon damage when flying. Okay, so basically speaking, let me just give you some shortcut. If your enemy mecha gets hit by this secondary weapon and they are flying away, this smart fuse is gonna fly with them, giving them damage. Okay, like it's gonna stick to them like glue. So this is that thing. I cannot show you here because in the training ground no mecha is moving, so there is no point in showing that. But as for this one is basically gonna give you more propulsion. Now in case if you didn't notice, here it is, 1 2 1 2. So for me this is more important than this one, because running away is more important for me than giving this to any of the other mecha. Why, I'll be explaining a bit later. So which is why I have chosen this split propulsion. Now as for this primary clip, now large clip is gonna give you more missiles, whereas this one is gonna give you less missile spread and more flight velocity. Okay, so what will happen is, let's say I am shooting Firefox. Okay, so just look at the speed. Okay, just remember, you do not know whether the speed is actually high or not. Just look whether it is gonna get faster or not. Okay, now let me change it to this one and see what happens. Okay, now again let me change it back. Okay, again let me change it back to flight. So when the enemy is extremely far away, you can actually see the difference that the shot is actually a little bit faster compared to before. Okay, so which is why obviously missile spread is gonna be lowering by 30%, which is a very good thing, and also the velocity, the shot velocity or the missile flight velocity is gonna be increased by 30%, which is why fast shot missiles is more important for me than this large clip. Okay, now as for this one, high energy, the secondary weapon, okay, it's gonna explode a little bit more, whereas the blitz mode, if you were to be attacking a mecha with this, then this mecha will gain an extra shield. Okay, so let's see what basically happens. So let me shoot this mecha. So as you saw, the primary explosion is not gonna be that much different. I have tried this actually many times. Okay, let me do it again. You basically can't feel any difference. That's the whole problem. But when you change it to this one and shoot again, you will see the overall damage output is almost the same. Okay, let me do it again. This is the whole problem when other parties are basically in the video. Okay, total 400 at the beginning. Now again let me change it. Okay, so you are definitely getting a little bit more damage output from this. Okay, you can either get this a little bit more damage output from the primary attack of the secondary weapon, or let's say the first attack, okay, of the secondary weapon, it will do a little bit more damage compared to this blitz mode. So obviously if you want a little bit more damage, then go to this high energy, whereas if you want to collide with the enemy and gain a little bit more shield, you can definitely do this as well. For example, let me collide, and as you can see here, the shield is activated, and this is basically the timer. Okay, let me do it again. See, so this is the thing that you must need to consider, whether you want to do more damage or whether you want to get a little bit more shield. Obviously from my perspective, the shield doesn't actually stay for that long period of time, so for me I would rather choose high energy. Now as for this one will basically increase your collision speed. Like this is the collision speed. Okay, this is the collision, and if you were to use this, then the collision speed will increase. Okay, whereas this one will basically make your mecha run a little bit more faster. And for my case, I would rather run faster, because what happens is, right after a mecha is destroyed, the pilot will run up and go to some other place, right? So let's say after I kill this mecha, the pilot has ran up and then going towards that mecha over there. Then the first thing that I must need to do is to make sure that my mecha can actually run a little bit more faster in going to that place. So after changing into this mecha, I'll use double dash and then change back. Basically what will happen is, in this manner I will be able to get near the pilot and kill or destroy the pilot as soon as possible. So which is why I would rather choose this enhancement instead of this rocket boost. Okay, and as for this one, I would choose this speed propulsion. Now there are two reasons for choosing speed propulsion, as you probably saw, running towards the pilot, and another one is running away from the battlefield. Now what is the speed of this mecha of running away from the battlefield, and how is the distance? Okay, now I cannot tell about the time, but I can definitely tell you about this distance. So this is the mark. Okay, and let's see how much I can go into that direction. So I'm gonna use double Q. and then change back. So you can definitely see that I have traveled a distance of total 120 meters. So that is definitely a good thing. So that is definitely a good thing. So if you want to run away from the battlefield, then having this double split is a very good option. Another reason for you to use double what should I call it, double dash is because let's say you want to go to higher platform, because there are some mechas here which are very good on the uh, even ground, but extremely difficult if you were to get near them. Okay, so what is the best thing to do is to go to a higher platform. So in order for me to go to that higher platform, obviously I must need to use double jump. Now I can do it in two manners. One, I can go near here and then use one Q, another Q, and now I am on top of this platform. Whereas if I were to go and jump on this trampoline, then with the use of only one dash only, I can now jump on top of this platform. So that is the thing, that this mecha is capable of jumping to higher platform a lot more easier. Now this is the main reason why I say that this mecha is basically a pseudo queen class mecha, because if you have this core 2, okay, this is the core 2, then it's gonna be very useful in jumping to higher platform. Again, so let me do it without the trampoline. See, this is basically a pseudo queen class mecha. Like basically you can use this mecha to move, gather the movement of other people around you. So if you want to use this mecha, you can use it in two ways. You can either use it on the normal ground for normal attack, but if you want to monitor the enemy's movement, then going to higher platform is gonna be a lot easier with this mecha. Okay, now in case if you are wondering, okay, are there any combination of attacks? Now truth to be told, I have not used this mecha long enough to actually know what this mecha is extremely good at, but all I can say, let's say wherever your point of view is, it can go there. Okay, so let's say I want to go up and then there, then this is a very good thing about this mecha, that you can basically change your direction even in mid-air. Okay, which is why this mecha has a very high rate of survival, because let's say your enemy is attacking you, and if you continuously go in a straight line, then obviously you are gonna get attacked easily even if you are in the air. But once you are up there and then go there, then obviously what will happen is this mecha will be able to do a little bit more dodging, which will help you defeat these other mechas very easily. Okay, so if you find this video useful, then let's go to the lobby and then I'll be talking about the rest. So if you think that this overall video regarding a ranger is very useful, then obviously watch my other videos regarding other mechas which I have talked about. Like I have talked about almost all of this mecha, except only these few are left. Okay, I will eventually talk about them later as well. So if you are interested in wondering, okay, then what about other mechas, do not worry, I'll make the video regarding other mechas as well. And if you like this video, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons to get more of this type of topic. And next time I will be talking about this mecha here. This mecha is called, what should I call it? This is a new mecha, so I often forget its name. Let me check it from this place. So next time I will be talking about flamenco. Okay, so goodbye and stay safe, and stay tuned for the next video of the Super Mecha Champion Mecha Guide.